I announced my pregnancy at my brother's wedding because he hijacked mine first. My brother Jake has always lived with a spotlight glued to his forehead. Star quarterback, homecoming king, teacher's favorite, town golden boy, you name it. I was the quiet little sister who blended into wallpaper. So when I got engaged to my boyfriend Mark, finally I thought, this is my moment, my day, my life event that wouldn't be overshadowed by Jake's latest achievement. My parents helped us plan a gorgeous ceremony at the community center. White flowers everywhere, candles lining the aisles, and my grandmother's vintage dress that meant everything to me. Everything was perfect, until the reception. We had just finished our first dance. Guests were settling in for dinner. The music softened. Jake stood up, lifted his wine glass, and I thought, oh good, the sweet brother of the bride speech we talked about. Nope, right there, in front of 110 people, he got down on one knee and proposed to his girlfriend Claire. She shrieked, cried, practically shook the foundation saying yes. And my wedding instantly turned into their engagement party. People rushed their table with champagne flutes. My photographer literally turned away from me, from the bride on her wedding day, to take pictures of them. My wedding cake got pushed aside so people could toast their new engagement. Jake even made a whole speech about how seeing Mark and me so happy inspired him. Inspired him? He hijacked my reception like it was a Black Friday sale, and attention was 90% off. When I confronted him later, he brushed me off. You're being dramatic. It's romantic. Two couples celebrating together. My parents backed him up. Of course. Mark was furious but tried to keep the peace. We ended up leaving our own reception early because no one was paying attention to us anymore. Then 3 months later, karma delivered the perfect opportunity. We found out we were pregnant. We kept it quiet until the 12-week mark, right around Jake and Claire's wedding. And when I realized the timing, I can't lie. It felt like fate handing me a microphone. Jake and Claire went all out for their wedding. Fancy country club, a live band, nearly 200 guests. It was beautiful. They cut their cake, everyone clapped, and I walked over to the DJ. Can I borrow the mic? I stood up, smiled, and gave the sweetest speech about how much I loved my brother and how happy I was for them. Everyone was misty-eyed, cameras ready, and then I said, since Jake shared his big news at our wedding, Mark and I thought it would be meaningful to share ours today. You could feel the air shift. We're 12 weeks pregnant, baby arriving this spring. The room erupted. Cheering, applause. People swarmed us asking about due dates, names, nursery colors. The photographer pivoted instantly and started snapping photos of me and Mark. Claire froze mid-smile. Jake turned a shade of red I'd only previously seen in cartoon thermometers. He marched over and hissed, this is my wedding day. You're stealing my thunder. I smiled, sweet, innocent. I learned from the best, and it's romantic, right? Our family is growing. My parents looked torn between, yay grandbaby, and oh crap, she got us. But they couldn't say anything without sounding like hypocrites. They had defended Jake doing the exact same stunt. The rest of the reception? Baby talk everywhere. Half the guests ignored the band's special song because they were too busy discussing nursery themes with me. Claire looked like she wanted to cry, but she couldn't complain, not after last year. The wedding photographer took more pictures of me than the bride. When we left, Jake pulled me aside. His voice was small. Okay, he said. I get it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have proposed at your wedding. I was selfish. Claire hugged me, genuinely congratulating us, telling me she was excited to be an aunt. My parents finally realized how unfair they'd been. They helped throw us a huge baby shower a month later, going all out like they were making up for lost time. Jake gave a tearful speech at the shower about how excited he was to be an uncle. And a few months later, our daughter was born healthy and perfect, surrounded by a family that finally understood that attention isn't something you steal, it's something you share.